Welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K23 Next Gen. Today's video, we're kind of back with another offseason rebuild, but today it's Pascal Siakam to the Atlanta Hawks. So the story broke yesterday that the Atlanta Hawks and the Toronto Raptors had some sort of exploratory conversation surrounding a possible Pascal Siakam trade. Now, just my quick thoughts on this one. I actually don't mind this deal for either side or this potential deal. I'll show you the full deal, what was talked about in a minute once we get into the game. But my thoughts are that Atlanta is a team that was in an Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. Some say it was a fluke appearance. Some say it was true. I'm not getting into that conversation. But right now, I don't consider the Atlanta Hawks a serious contender in the Eastern Conference. And I don't think many people do. Going out and adding a guy in Pascal Siakam who had a tremendous season last year would be a huge upgrade for your roster and could possibly put you in a contention in a pretty good Eastern Conference. And now on the Toronto Raptors side of this one, I don't necessarily understand the direction they've been going in. It's a weird direction. They don't really want to trade any of their players. It looks like a lot of teams have been very annoyed, actually, trying to trade with them. And it's weird because you have some young talent and you also have some more veteran experienced guys on the team. So there's not really a direct direction, if that almost makes sense. So I would not mind seeing this trade. It's just obviously very, very hard to trade with the Toronto Raptors. And finally, a few things before we do get into the video. Of course, let me know any other video ideas you guys do have down below in the comment section. I might even do the other side of this one tomorrow. You want to see it, let me know down below. Also, second, you're seeing this one today on Wednesday. I'm stopping submissions tomorrow, Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern for the Q&A that's going up Friday. I know I had a lot of questions so far. If you guys haven't seen it so far, haven't asked any questions, go check out my community page. There's a poll right there. Well, there's a comment section right there for you to go ask. And yeah, we'll go from there. But of course, if you guys are new around here, we'd love to have you here in the community. Hit that sub button. Stick around a while. But yeah, man, along with that, let me know your thoughts on this possible move. Do you agree with the Toronto Raptors maybe moving on from Pascal Siakam? Do you think Atlanta could be giving up too much here? Let me know. Let's get into this one. So real quick, I'll show you guys the trade that I put through. It was basically exactly what Shams was reporting yesterday. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, it was DeAndre Hunter, AJ Griffin. It said draft compensation, which I kind of just took as 2 first-round picks. Again, it could be any sort of combination of 1 first and a couple seconds, whatever it may be. I'm giving them 2 today. I'm being generous. Obviously, Pascal Siakam coming back here to Atlanta. So another one of the main reasons that I didn't really touch on in the intro to why I think it wouldn't be the worst idea to maybe move on from Pascal Siakam is because he's an expiring contract. This is the last year of his deal he's entering, and he's going to turn 30 in April this upcoming season. So, again, the man's not getting any younger. You're not really in a championship window right now. So, to give hundreds of millions of dollars to not only a guy that is not really a number 1 on a championship team, he's a great player, he's not a number 1 on a championship team, let's be honest with each other, along with the fact that he's pushing 30, your window's not even close to right now, I think it makes sense. You're getting a solid young player back on a long-term deal, and DeAndre Hunter, you have a rookie contract with AJ Griffin, and then potentially 1 or 2 first-round picks. It feels like a really solid trade for me for both sides. Obviously, in this scenario, Atlanta would want to get something done long-term with Siakam. I know he's also been a little bit resilient to that. So, I don't know how this whole thing's going to play out. Obviously, in this world, in this game, we're going to sign him back, but it's great to get, a number 2, number 3. He's a number 2, let's be honest, in this game, which moves DeJounte Murray to a number 3 option for Atlanta. But kind of a new big 3, if you will, for the Atlanta Hawks. So I like it. Let's dive into the roster. Obviously, Trae Young, who's been getting disrespected a lot this offseason. I think people really underestimate how good Trae Young is. I mean, this is one of the best young players in the league. I don't want anybody to ever forget that. Kobe Buffkin's here. He's 18 years old. He was taken 15th overall this year. He develops very well. I've done Hawks rebuilds with him before. I'm excited to have him here. They obviously made the trade for Patty Mills with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, in this game, it says they gave up a lot. They didn't. I was fine with the move. But, yeah, I mean, Patty Mills is a good veteran to have on your team. Shooting guard spot, the DeJounte Murray contract is not updated. I cannot update contracts in the offseason. It'll be the first thing I do at the start of year 1. Bogdan is here. He's a really good bench piece. He is 30, though, so he does regress a little bit, but we're going to play it kind of year to year with him, see what we end up doing. But he's a really good bench piece. And Garrison Matthews, Wesley Matthews, Seth Lundberg, I don't know if these are ever guys that are going to be playing. Let's be honest. Small forward spot is a bit weak now. Obviously, DeAndre Hunter is gone. I moved Sadiq Bey to the starting 3. Actually went down 1 overall, but we definitely need to find a backup there. We will get right on that. Then the power forward spot. It is great to have a new solid all-star NBA champion here in Pascal Siakam. He's expiring, as I mentioned. Definitely priority number one this offseason, getting him locked up long term. Jalen Johnson's here. He's 21 years old. Obviously, with the John Collins trade, and now moving on from guys like Hunter, AJ Griffin, clears up a little bit of the depth. Hopefully get Jalen Johnson some minutes, see some development out of him. And then the center spot for me is interesting because Clint Capella is a guy, he's a staple. I mean, he's probably around a double-double every single game. But he is 29 years old. He's not making terrible money, but I also know how well Onyeka Okongwu progresses in this game. Again, it's going to be a year-to-year thing. We have Bruno Fernando, who might get traded, and Muhammad Guy? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm horrible with names. You guys know that. But right now, we are going to go ahead and find ourselves some sort of backup small forward help. Let's see what we can do. Not sure why Dallas would want to give up on Josh Green, but if they want to go ahead and trade him, I'm definitely going to take him because I think he has definitely some potential here. So Bruno Fernando, Garrison Matthews. Obviously, it's great. We're not really giving up much, but also Josh Green is an expiring contract. That's probably why we can get him for so cheap. But I am excited to have him here. Obviously, we don't need a third center with Bruno Fernando, and we definitely do need some small forward depth. So welcome to the team, Josh Green. And at this point in time, I don't really plan on making any other major changes. I mean, maybe I don't know. We'll figure this out. But yeah, I mean, if not, I'll just see you guys at the start of year one. We didn't make any more trades, so we're here at the start of year one in Atlanta. Now, 2K obviously loves the Atlanta Hawks. Do I think this is a championship caliber team? That I'm not 100% certain of, but with how much 2K loves the Hawks, I wouldn't be surprised if this team was competing in year one. So it's Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Saddiq Bey here starting at the 3. Pascal Siakam, obviously our new addition here at the 4. And then I'm starting Clint Capella over Okongwu, even though it's suggesting more minutes to Capella. The game actually wants me to start Okongwu, which, again, it's going to have to be a big decision this offseason, but we'll see. Bogey's going to be a 6-man off the bench, followed by Okongwu, then Josh Green, Jalen Johnson, and Kobe Buffkin. So I like this team a lot. I think this is a really good top 10. I mean, quite honestly, it's probably one of the deeper top 10s you can actually start with in a year one here in 2K. So I'm excited to see what happens. Possible championship? Time will tell. See you guys at the end of year one. Year one wraps up. We go 66-16 as James Harden getting back to MVP form. And oh my God, I did not think I'd ever see the day. I've actually seen this a couple times. It's very strange to see. Victor Wembanyama's your Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons, 6th man. Giannis is your DPOY. Evan Mobley, Most Improved. Quinn Snyder wins Coach of the Year. So, I mean, again, we all know how much 2K loves this team. And, yeah, I mean, potential championship on the horizon. We will see. Let's take a full look at the standings. Philadelphia and Boston, both 60-plus wins. So, not going to be a walk in the park by any means. But you know what? I'm feeling pretty good right now. And hopefully these guys are as well. Here's a look at the numbers on the year. That's our big 3, if you will. Looks like maybe Siakam is more of a number 3, but a very well-rounded season from him nonetheless. Saddiq Bey, Bogdanovic, Clint Capella, Onyeka Okongwu. Again, we're going to have to make a decision between those two. But, yeah, that's offseason priority number 1, not right now. So, yeah, I mean, let's just get into it. Who do we have here in round 1? Going to be the New York Knicks. Trae Young versus the city of New York, a story as old as time. And it looks like they moved on from Mitchell Robinson. They're starting Isaiah Hartenstein. And who'd you get for Mitchell Robinson? Max Strus. There are decisions. That's not a wise one. All right, let's go game by game with them. We're currently up 2-0. That makes it 3-0. Okay, they get one there. And, yeah, now we have the battle of the beasts, if you will, here in 2K. Because we all know how much 2K loves the Cavs as well. And obviously, oh, wait. Oh, yeah, no, they got Max Strus, which makes sense. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, we know how good the Cavs are. And I'm hoping we can get the best of them here in the Eastern Conference semifinals. We're currently down 2-1. We make it 2-2. We go down 3-2. And we actually end up losing in 6. And wow, wow, wow. It is going to be a Memphis Grizzlies and a Cleveland Cavaliers finals. And the Cavs go on to win it all. And Donovan Mitchell is your finals MVP. That's going to be us next year, I promise. Probably not with Donovan Mitchell, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, that sucks, but it kind of is what it is. LeBron calls it a career at age 39. It's weird how sometimes these things kind of change. Like I've had scenarios with these off-season rebuilds or whatever you want to call them where LeBron will play till like 41, 42. It's weird seeing him retire here at 39. All right, let's hit the draft lottery. I don't think we're going to have any picks in the lottery. I don't think, oh my God, that Sacramento pick. It's probably not going to actually be ours if I had to guess. No, it's at number 7 right there. It's not our pick. That's fine. Okay, cool. So Quinn Snyder just won a Coach of the Year for us. I'm comfortable with him. He has pretty good ratings in the game. Let's head up to the draft. Just double check we don't have any other first-round picks this year, and we do not. So we're just going to skip over the draft. We have pretty good depth anyways. So Jalen Johnson, I'll bring back Seth Lundberg and Muhammad Guy. I might be able to include them in some sort of trade at some point in time. I don't know. Sadiq Bey, Josh Green, and Yeka Okongwu. I'd like to qualify all these guys because I'd like to bring them all back, quite honestly. Now let's take a look here. And yeah, Pascal Siakam. Definitely got to make sure I get that man back. I'm probably going to bring Bogey back as well. I think he will regress slightly, but I definitely don't want to just let him go for nothing. And then, yeah, I mean, nobody else here is unrestricted, so we can wait until after moratorium. So, not going to renounce any of those three. Siakam and Bogey do end up coming back on on long-term deals. And then, yeah, let's just wait until after moratorium's over. And, yeah, we should be good. Okay, so Okongwu wants about $20 million a year. You typically see that. Sadiq Bey is about $16 million, and Josh Green wants about $8.5 million. So it's a lot of money we're shelling out, no doubt. Now it's time to make a decision between Capella, Okongwu. I think I'm leaning for the younger guy who we just paid a decent chunk of change to. It makes sense for me. I want to have him progress as much as possible, and sitting behind a 30-year-old is probably not going to do that. So we will find a trade. It might be an upgrade somewhere, though. Let's see. We're going to try to work on a Mikal Bridges trade. He'd be a clear upgrade at our starting small forward spot, and I would really like to have him on this team. So I didn't think they were going to take that. How about if I throw you a first in 2028 and then a second in 2028? See, the only problem at this point in time is that they don't have, like, the money to take on Josh Green. Do you have the money to take on, like, Bogey? How about if I exclude... Okay, they do. I would probably do this. Okay, wow. That is a huge trade right there, adding Mikal Bridges. He's going to be my new starting small forward, and I could not be happier having him here. I mean, obviously, just an NBA Iron Man. The man literally doesn't ever miss any games, and he's a clear upgrade into this starting lineup. So the question now remains, can I move Josh Green to the backup shooting guard spot? I mean, what happens to his overall? He goes down 2. It kind of sucks, but honestly, I like Josh Green, and I really do think that he could be beneficial for this team. So screw it. I'm gonna leave him there. It's tricky on the overall department, but this team got better as a whole. I do need to find myself a backup center. Muhammad Guy is probably not going to cut it. I also wouldn't mind maybe getting a couple draft picks or just even one draft pick. Nobody wants them. Okay, cool. So in terms of the backup center options here, they're not great. Hernan Gomez might have to do for like one season. That's fine. We'll sign Hernan Gomez. Okay, cool. I will see you guys at the start of year number 2. We obviously came up short in year 1, and that was a little bit disappointing. We went out and we reloaded. We added a really good player in Mikal Bridges, and I'm really excited to see how he fits in. Now, I didn't update his shot tendency like I do sometimes because his shot tendency sucks in this game. I'm not going to do it right now because situationally, we don't need him to be scoring the ball a lot. We have 3 guys in Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, and Pascal Siakam. All can easily put up 20-plus a night. I don't need Bridges in here to score the ball as much as he probably could. So, his role in here is going to be defense and facilitating and spot-up shooting, whatever it may be. That's his play, and I'm excited to see how it works out. It's Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Mikal Bridges, Pascal Siakam, and Onyeka Okongwu finally into the starting lineup. Bench unit's going to be led by Sadiq Bey, Kobe Buffkin, Billy Hernan Gomez, Jalen Johnson, and Josh Green. So, we retooled this team a little bit, added another star. Hopefully it's enough. See you guys at the end of year 2. If you had any doubts that 2K has a man crush on the Atlanta Hawks, look no further. We went 77-5. Absolutely insane. Like, don't get me wrong. This is a very, very good basketball team. I've had God squads not even go remotely close to 77-5. And again, I get it situational on a day-to-day basis, but insane. Darius Garland's your MVP. Oh, Jaime, Rookie of the Year. Markelle Fultz, 6th man. Giannis is... Oh my God, is Markelle Fultz back in Philly? Also, he's not a rookie. Maybe he just didn't play. I don't fucking know. Giannis is your depoy. Men Thompson, most improved. And yeah, I think it's pretty easy to give a guy 177 out of 82 games Coach of the Year. So, full look at the standings. Obviously, we're the 1 seed here. Obviously, best record in the league. And just dive into the numbers right here. I mean, yeah, okay. That's a little tricky. I don't mind... I mean, I just prefer him to be like 14 points a game. I don't know. Just 10 feels crazy disrespectful. I hope that's something they update in 2K24. Just the shot tendency on some guys, along with some regression on some other guys. I kind of want to make another ratings list, or another wish list. I've done it in the past. How is Anthony Simons here? And did you trade him for Julius Randle? Oh, my God. Okay, well, that team's probably not going to touch us. They don't. Moving on to Charlotte. To be fair, I don't think any team's going to touch us. Okay, I kind of like these moves. Jared Vanderbilt. Good progression here on Brandon Miller. Okay. I don't mind it. We're 1-1 with them right now. We go up 2-1. We go up 3-1. And we win in 5. And it's the 6th-seeded Indiana Pacers who've added Tyrese Maxey. You got a backcourt full of Tyrese. I like it. Yeah, I mean, other than that, it's a relatively good team. But yeah, I just think we're a whole lot better. We're up 3-0, and they win game 4, and we win in 5. And we are moving on to take on SGA and the Oklahoma City Thunder here in the NBA Finals. I don't really see any major changes in the starting 5 out of Jonas Valanciunas, drafted Matas Buzelis. And hopefully we can just go out and win this thing. I think we have the talent to do so. 77 games suggests it probably should happen. And we're back on our home floor here for Game 5, and I'd like to get this done, not have to go back to OKC and maybe get a little bit of gameplay right now. That would be a great way to kind of cap this one off. Well, year 2 off anyways. Okay. I'll try not to blow this. I'll see you guys in there. 2-point lead with 2 minutes left. No other way I would want it in a potential closeout game. Trae Young got 15 and 11 on the night. Going to the charity stripe, 1 up, 1 good, extending it to a 3-point lead. Hopefully the starters stay in. I just want to make sure nobody else is okay. Good. Everything looks good. Second free throw up. Second free throw is good. So it's a 4-point lead with 2:02 left to go here in a closeout game in the NBA Finals. Now, on-ball defense is not my... Okay. Oh, man. Okay, what I was going to say is on-ball defense is not my strong suit. It's especially not my strong suit when I'm using Trae Young. So, yeah, let's just keep the starters in the game and get through this. Okay, so Mikal Bridges got 10 points, kind of his season average. Hasn't really done much of anything else, which is a little bit disappointing, quite honestly. But it is what it is at this point. Josh Giddey over here on DeJounte Murray, who's having a great game, by the way. Seriously? Oh, these stupid animations. It's only his first foul. Oh, they're in the bonus. Okay, teams are both in the bonus. All right, so Cason Wallace to the free throw line. He hits the first. This is just not what I need right now, though. I'm giving away points for basically nothing. Siakam 14, 7, and 6 on the night. Not too bad. I can live with it. Second free throw up, and it is no... Motherfucker. What? We just got so incredibly lucky. I cannot even tell you. Okay, so Trae Young here. Let's call a pick here from Okongwu. I'm going to break it down right up here. And oh my, Onyeka Okongwu. Throw it down, big man. All over Chet Holmgren. Caught a body. That is a live one right there. And it is back to a 5-point lead. Holy hell. Also, where is SGA? In what scenario would Shai Gilgeous-Alexander not be in this game right now? Chet Holmgren going to drive to the paint, gets the easy layup to go, and we are back to a 3-point lead. I'm nervous. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm nervous. I think I can do this. I think I can. Okongwu, just come quick. Come quick. Young. Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. That's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to drive in and then, okay. Yeah, I fucked that one up. What the fuck was that? Good rebound at Okongwu. I'm not really sure what that was. Siakam, kick it over here to DeJounte Murray, who's going to drive inside. Ooh, Okongwu, easy layup, and you miss Siakam with the board. He gets stuffed. He gets his shit stuffed at the rim, and that's not what we were looking for. This is still a one-possession game. There's 45 seconds left to go. Good screen there. They're kicking it inside to Chet Holmgren. He's working Pascal Siakam in the low post. He's going up. Contested. Misses. DeJounte with the rebound. And there's 35 seconds left here, folks. There's no need to foul for OKC. We're going to waste a little bit of this shot clock. I don't want to give him more time than necessary. We probably could have gone 2 for 1, but with a 3-point lead, really doesn't feel necessary. So here comes the screen from Onyeka Okongwu. He gets over to Giddey. We're getting the easy layup for Murray, and it is a 5-point lead. Timeout, OKC. We're on the verge of a championship. Holy hell, man. That is just absolutely insane. I'm leaving the starters in the game. There's no reason to take him out. I mean, again, maybe if I want to fix Trae Young's defense, I could. But no, we can't take Trae Young out. So not exactly over, but we're feeling pretty good right now. So they're going to try to get in. I think that's Wallace. Josh Giddey going to... Okay, hold up. Giddey misses. Giddey misses. That is going to... That foul? What just happened? That foul, right? Foul, right? Okay. Okongwu to the free throw line. First one up, and it is good. I mean, I guess they got the right guy at the free throw line. I mean, four guys could be better options, but for me anyways. But Okongwu says, fuck that shit. It doesn't matter. We're winning it all. Championship is official. We've won it all here in year 2, and Trae Young is your finals MVP. obviously that's awesome to see. The work is not done, however. We still have one season to go, and we are definitely hoping that we can end up with another championship. We're projected the 7th overall selection from the Sacramento Kings. I know that's unprotected, and it sits right there at number 7. Great. Awesome. Beautiful. Quinn Snyder not going anywhere after a 77-win season. So, I mean, a number 7 overall pick is definitely not nothing. I mean, to be quite honest, I don't exactly need it. I mean, maybe there's an upgrade out there for a new center potentially. So let's look. We're pulling off a pretty big trade here with the Wizards. We're sending them Billy Hernangomez, number 7, and Josh Green. Well, we get number 5 overall and Daniel Gafford. So that's our new backup center. And then at number 5, we're going to draft a new backup shooting guard, hopefully. I mean, again, I have no idea who is in this draft class or who's going to be there. But if there's a shooting guard there, I'd love to have him. So no shooting guards have been taken so far. And Trey Johnson feels like the exact guy I was looking for. Welcome to the team. Just played out absolutely beautifully. He's a 79 overall. Perfect. Kobe Buffkin coming back as well. Qualifying offers, Jalen Johnson, yes. Muhammad, probably not here. I don't really think I need you, unfortunately. And then free agency here, it's just really Jalen Johnson. I'm not making any other changes, so let's just sign him back on the qualifying. And I believe that should be it. It doesn't really feel like there's any other major things coming. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And yeah, see you guys at the start of the third and final year. Last season, we won 77 games and an NBA championship. That's obviously great. High and mighty. You love to see it. We're back here for a third season, though, and at this point, none of that means anything to me. So we have a big season coming up. Here's how the team's going to look. It's Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Mikal Bridges, Pascal Siakam, and Yeka Okongwu. Bench unit's going to be Saddiq Bey, Kobe Buffkin, Trey Johnson, Daniel Gafford, Jalen Johnson. Just a very deep, very complete team, and I'm hoping for a second championship. See you guys at the end of year 3. We do not break our win record from last season of 77, but we do tie the second best, I guess, technically, record in NBA history. We go 73-9. LaMelo Ball is your MVP. Dylan Harper, Rookie of the Year. He's in Brooklyn. He went 3rd overall. Jarris Walker, 6th man. Anthony Davis is your depoy. Anthony Black's most improved, and Quinn Snyder wins Coach of the Year for, I think, the second straight season. No, did he win it year 1? I forget. I have short-term memory. All right, so yeah, that's the best record in the league, and that's obviously good to see. And it is time for hopefully a very long and a very successful, playoff run for the second straight year. Okongwu was a double-double. Trae Young was a double-double. Everything's just falling in quite nicely. It's Toronto here. Monte Morris, OG Anunoby, Grady Dick. Yeah, I mean, you got DeAndre Hunter still here, AJ Griffin. I mean, I don't hate the trade for either side, as I mentioned. I don't know. Donovan Mitchell's gone. They're starting Derek White, bald Derek White, who's the GOAT, by the way. I love me, Derek White. Okay, whoa. That went to 7. I tried to exit out a lot faster, but it went to 7. All right. Oh, my God. Jalen. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see what ends up happening here. We're up 3-0 right now, and we do end up sweeping, and we are back in the finals. This time taking on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. I mean, yeah, it's just not going to be a series. Trae Young is your finals MVP for the second straight year, and we cap this one off with 2 championships. And I would say the Pascal Siakam edition worked pretty well for us. So I had a ton of fun with this video. If you guys want to see the other side of this potential trade tomorrow, I'll put through literally the exact same trade, and we can do the Raptors side of this. Again, I've kind of said my piece about what I think about both of these teams right now. I really think that the Atlanta Hawks should, kind of harp on the fact they don't want to waste Trae Young's prime. We've seen a lot of these teams. I don't want to say try to overdevelop and be really, really patient too long, but there gets to a point where players do have control of their situations, which is good. I think player empowerment's a very good thing, but you wait too long and you don't have any playoff success for a long time, Trae Young's going to be asking out, and I can guarantee you that. So I'd give him the tools like a Pascal Siakam. You go out and try to get somebody else. If not Siakam, try to put this team over the hump, make them one of the true contenders in the East, with the Heat, with the Bucks, with the Celtics, all those teams. So that's just my opinion. And on the Raptors side of it, just touch on a little bit more. Masai Ujiri is a great, great general manager, president of basketball, whatever the hell he is. But, he's great. He's just a pain in the ass to trade with from what I've seen. So hopefully he lightens it up. Again, I know Siakam is an NBA champion. He's been in Toronto his entire career, but at some point, all good things must come to an end, and the way it kind of seems right now with the Raptors and the future of their franchise, they're just headed to a bottomless pit of mid, and that's just never a good place to be in. It's just really not. So I hope they pick a direction soon. I say the same thing about the Atlanta Hawks, but this, to me, feels like some sort of a win-win trade, especially because Siakam is expiring. So That's it for this one, though. That's my thoughts. This one obviously worked out well, but this is just a video game. So, of course, let me know your thoughts on this potential move down below in the comment section. Of course, you guys new around here, we'd love to have you here in the community. Hit that sub button, stick around a while. Other than that, as always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.